Hello, all. It's your girl Tiffany, and I'm Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces high priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If y'all would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it will be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign, so please take the messages that apply. Leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading can apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we are going to get started with your overall messages, okay? The first card you have here is your child is being manipulated and everybody they come into contact with is involved. The enemy has tricked your child into going along with the plot to kill you. They tried it. Manipulative narc is an emotional abuser. Somebody's mama is a hating ass bitch. Sell out, stepping and fetching for the man. The enemy is still watching and sending ops your way. Block, bind, rebuke all negative, evil, wicked people, places, and things. Your haters wanted to see you in poverty. Evildoers are wishing illness on you. Must be the season of the witch. Corrupt people in professional positions. That blood contract they signed. Betrayal. And last but not least, your supposed family is your worst enemies, guys, okay? So, collective. I feel like, regardless of however old your child is now, this could have, what was done as it relates to your child could have started when they were a child, okay? Like when they were very young, collective, okay? Your child could have been lied to, could have been threatened, could have been bribed, abused. They were manipulated in some way to manipulate them, okay? Your child is being manipulated, and everybody that they have come into contact with is involved with this, okay? So that means other family members of yours, family members of theirs, which, you know, like their fathers or what have you. This means school officials, if they went to daycare, when they went to, you know, started regular school, okay? Nurses, doctors, therapists, anybody that they have come into contact with is involved with this manipulation on your child, okay? I feel like this is more than just like I feel like this can be done in multiple different ways, okay? Different forms of abuse, okay? Which likely kind of ties into satanic ritual abuse. There could have been spell work that was done on your child. There could have been mind control that was done on your child. There could have even been physical or sexual abuse that was done to your child, and your child may have also been threatened or even bribed in some type of way by others, okay? But your child is being manipulated, collective, okay? It is very imperative that you protect your child as if your own life depended on it, because it does, okay? Yeah. Everybody that they come into contact with is involved and knows what is going on, okay? So you and your child are likely targeted individuals, okay? If you know that you are a targeted individual, you best believe that your child is a targeted individual as well, guys, okay? Spirit is saying that the enemy has even tricked your child into going along with the plot to sacrifice you, essentially kill you, okay? Unalive you. And again, it is this due to this manipulation, this abuse, mind control, or what have you, that was done to your child to trick them, okay? Persons could have even lied to your child, okay? And try to convince your child to not like you, okay? Or that convince your child that something was wrong with you or you were a bad person. Like anything could have been said or done to turn your child against you, okay? And I if your child hasn't said anything to you or what have you about certain things, your child could be scared to death, okay, if they were threatened in some type of way. while being abused while this was done to them, guys. Okay. Also, if there was any differences that you noticed within your child, whether behavioral issues, using the bathroom on themselves after being potty trained and different things like that, or what have you, like that was one of the telltale signs where I knew that my daughter was being abused. Because my daughter was potty trained by the time she was like she was walking and potty trained by the time she was like one or two, something like that, or what have you. Okay. And so she was able to go to the bathroom. She was fully potty trained. Okay. It wasn't until my daughter, and there was different things. Like, I didn't know, like, I knew of these things happening, okay? But the way they happened, made it seem like at the time they was just like random occurrences. There was different times in her childhood where she was actually being hurt and abused by different people on purpose, guys, okay? But, after being potty trained, my daughter was fully potty trained and in elementary, okay, like around 3rd grade. Between 3rd and 4th grade, my daughter started doing number 1 and number 2 on her at school. And at one point in time, like because she's the only child and different things like that, like elementary school is usually fun, so she would love being around like other kids and being able to play and do all kinds of stuff or whatever. At one point in time, she even got to the point where she did not want to go to school and different things like that, or what have you. And this is what any therapist, any counselor can tell you. One of the main signs of child abuse in a child is them wetting the bed or using the bathroom on themselves, guys, okay? And it got to the point where she was even acting like she was like deathly afraid of even going to the bathroom or anything like that. Like, absolutely could be right by the bathroom and use the bathroom on herself. Like, did not want to go to the bathroom. And this was after her being fully potty trained and everything. And like I said, didn't start until around 3rd grade, okay? And it persisted. It went on like forever. So I knew abuse was going on then, but there was different times when she was way younger that things was happening. But when they happened, either it was always times when I wasn't around, okay, but we still would find out about it. It was always conveniently times when I wasn't around, and I now know that these things was being done to her on purpose. So, give you an example. When she was going to daycare before she started regular school or what have you, one of the teachers or what have you, she would put on this mask, like a Halloween type of mask type of thing, and scare the fucking kids, like a run around, chase them, scare them, okay? This is something that scared my daughter to death. Also, there was another time where the daycare owner, and it's interesting because this man is also a pastor, but he owned the daycare, okay, and his daycare was right across the street from his house and different shit like that or what have you, where my daughter was going to daycare. My daughter came home one time and she was in different clothes that I had put her in that day, like clothes that like literally wasn't hers, okay? And it's interesting because, like, you know, when your kids go to daycare, when you pack their baby bag, like, you dress them in whatever they have on for the day, but you put them extra pair of clothes in there, you put them extra diapers, bottles, you know, whatever, depending on how old they are. So not only was she not in the clothes that I sent her to daycare in, but the extra clothes and stuff that I normally have in her bag, they didn't put that on her or what have you. Obviously, the person wasn't aware that she had extra stuff in her bag and stuff, and they just put some other shit on her that they had at the daycare. So when my daughter got home, I'm like, where's your clothes? Why aren't you in there? She told me that the daycare owner, she said this person's name, I'm just saying daycare owner, not to say this person's name, had punched her in the nose. Now, remind you, at this time, my daughter was like a toddler. Like, kids don't lie. You understand what I'm saying? Especially when they're that young, okay? She said she was bleeding all over. She bled all over her clothes or whatever. Her exact words was that he punched her in the nose. My daughter was like fucking probably, I don't know, like 3 at the time or some shit like that. 3, 4, something like that, or what have you. Okay, so these were different forms of abuse. This is how things can happen, and it happened in isolated events, and you just think, oh, maybe, because you don't want to think your child is like purposely being abused and shit, but this is exactly what was going on. There was another time I was still at work, and usually how it went, like whoever got off earlier, whether it be me or my ex or what have you, whoever got off first would pick my daughter up from daycare or what have you. Or if she was gonna ride the daycare van, they would drop her off or what have you. But usually we would pick her up and different things like that or what have you. So this one in particular day, I had to work longer or what have you. So my daughter, she got out of daycare and my ex just got off. She was at home with my ex or what have you. Y'all, when I kid y'all not, y'all, and my daughter was like very young at the time, okay? Very, very young at the time. She probably was only like maybe 2 when this happened. My ex literally tried to put my daughter's eye out. This was abuse, okay, y'all? And it didn't dawn on me at the time, but what happened is that fingernail polish ended up getting in my daughter's eye, okay? So when I got home, my daughter got one eye swollen and shut. And my daughter like playing around all the time and stuff like that. So and she loved it back then when she was that young. I would take her to the park like every single day. So I was giving her little stuff that I know she would like or whatever if she was joking around or playing, because my ex wasn't telling me exactly what happened at first. I'm like, she's here with you. Like if something's wrong with her eye, then what's wrong? At first she was going to try to make it seem like, oh, she came home from daycare that way or whatever. And then finally it was like, oh, well, she crawled in there and she got in your nail polish, okay? First of all, my daughter wouldn't do that. She wouldn't even be able to reach that type of stuff. I didn't have even in reach of her or what have you. She literally had put this polish in my daughter's eye or what have you. Okay, how I know, and then I'm like, okay, I got to take her to the emergency room and take her now or what have you. Come on. My ex refused to go to the children's hospital with me with my daughter. She absolutely refused for me to go, and it pissed me off because you go with a child that's been hurt in some type of way, whether they got injuries on them, any type of thing. Them white folks up in there, baby. You know what I'm saying? They will bring social workers, all kinds of fucking people in there or what have you. They want to know what happened to this fucking child. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm pissed off because I'm at work at the time when this happened or what have you. But I knew even the children's hospital people was in on it. I'm sitting here crying and I'm bawling or what have you. And my daughter's small. I knew even the children's hospital people, it took 2 nurses, like the doctor and a nurse, to come in. They was trying to hold her down. And the lady was spreading her eye. She split the side of her fucking eye. She was spreading it. And I'm like, you're hurting her. She's screaming. My daughter's screaming. And how I knew she was being abused when it happened to her, because the entire time she was screaming and crying. She was saying, I'll be good. I'll be good. I'll be good. And I just started bawling. I just started crying. I knew she had been abused and somebody had did this to her on purpose. Somebody put the polish in her eye on purpose and made her think that because you were being bad or you're not doing what I told you to do, I'm doing this to you. And my ex did this fucking shit to her, and the children's hospital fucking people was even in on it, because that bitch, that nurse, when I told her, I'm like, you're spreading her eye too far, you're splitting her eye, you're hurting her. That bitch gave me a look like if looks could kill, bitch, I would have dropped dead right the fuck then. Is how this bitch gave me this fucking look, because the doctor trying to put the drops stuff in her eye, and to my daughter, it's like, she being attacked, being hurt again, and she's screaming and crying, she's hollering, I'll be good, I'll be good, I'll be good. I'm bawling, I'm crying. I'm like, they hurting her on purpose. And I knew then what happened to her was no accident, by her just crawling in there, getting into something and getting something in her eye. This had been done to her on fucking purpose, y'all. Okay? So, another random recurrence or what have you. And, But things would go on. Like even later, I would find out like if I was going from the house or I was going somewhere at work or I was away from the house and my daughter was at home or whatever. Obviously, most of us we feel more comfortable when our kids is at home. They're supposed to be safe and secure. We, you know, people that we date and things like that. We think we can trust with our kids and different things like that or what have you. And there was somebody in particular close to me. Me and this person don't even get along, but I kid you not. Every once in a while, this woman would drop truth bombs on me, but I was still kind of dumbed down under mind control myself at the time. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, when this person would say this person even works is against me myself and has done nothing really for me or my child. But every time I happened to talk to her and my daughter wasn't around me, she was like, keep an eye on your daughter. You need to watch your child. Keep an eye on your daughter, but wasn't giving any other context to that or whatever. And I'm like, my daughter had, you know what I'm saying? My daughter has never even spent the night with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She was being abused the fuck at home. Then she started being abused at school. When she started school, she was being gangster. She started being bullied severely or what have you. And even the school knew it, okay? And it was so fucked up because when she started school, the teacher that she had, that teacher was getting ready to retire. So within days of school starting, within a month of school starting, that teacher had left and they was bringing in like intern teachers until they found a permanent teacher for that class. And she finally had this decent teacher and it ended up being a black woman. And my daughter was being abused, so I feel so bad to this day. My daughter was being like targeted and gang stalked at school so bad. This isn't elementary, y'all. We talking about kindergarten, first grade. You know what I'm saying? By other kids, bigger kids, okay, boys and shit, or what have you. That woman called me one day and she had just told me, this is a teacher. She had told me that my daughter had been assaulted at school, had been hurt, or what have you. So when I went to the principals and things about they need to do something about these other students bullying my child, hurting my child, or what have you. They only concern who told you that this was going on. Do y'all know they fired that teacher? They took her from that classroom. They fired that woman. And she did nothing wrong but tell me that my child had ended up getting hurt, getting injured at fucking school from her being bullied by another student. Them white folks fired that black teacher. And to this day, I feel bad. And after that, they took my child out that motherfucking school. They transferred her to a whole nother, like she finished out that year, like she did kindergarten, first grade, there. Maybe even second grade. But after that, they shipped her out of there. And she ended up going to a whole nother fucking school. Now, by the time she got to that school, okay, that's where all of the, like mind control ass shit. I can tell mind control ass shit. I can show y'all pictures, okay? All of a sudden she was doing little hand signs and symbolisms and drawing little weird ass fucking pictures and different things like that or what have you, doing the one symbol of the symbolism, one finger up to the lips, that shit. Somebody was abusing her and mind controlling her and telling her not to fucking tell. And she became very, very shy and quietly and different things like that. She also started being sexually abused at that school. Like molested at that fucking school, okay? And the school was covering it up, like literally covered up the music fucking teacher sexually molesting my child and some more shit. Like it like she was being abused. She was still going through bullying, all kinds of fucking shit, y'all, okay? Now remember I told y'all she started doing number 1 and number 2 on herself every time I sent her to school, never at home. It didn't start until she was at school and she was doing number 1 and number 2 after being fully party trained, okay? By the time she was in 3rd grade, okay? She had been locked in a fucking closet. She had been strangled. She had been strung up like she was gonna be hanged or some shit. Somebody was scaring my child to death, and somebody was also exploiting her, like exposing her to sexual things. She started drunk. She always has been a good like draw and different things. She started drawing exploited pictures, like animals with huge freaking like penises and different things like that on them and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but a tongue, long tongue sticking out, licking an ice cream cone and shit. Okay, and then she would take a whole shit of paper and she would make it look like like money, like a dollar bill, like, but instead of it being like regular money we see, it would be like 3333333333333 comma 33333333333 comma 33333, and she was drawing like skulls and bones and bloody, gory type of shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And then she started drawing certain pictures with the girls and the bustiers and the big boobs coming up out of the. I'm like, y'all, she was very young when she started drawing this shit, y'all. Okay, I'm like, you ain't getting this shit from, like, I'm not exposing you to this shit. You ain't saying this shit the fuck at home, like, from, you know what I'm saying? Somebody is showing her this shit. Okay, y'all need to understand, most of it that goes on with kids is learned behavior. Okay, kids' minds is like a sponge, and they don't do nothing but soak up everything they see, hear, taught, okay, or shown. Okay, so anything out of the ordinary with children is learned fucking behavior. Okay, somebody showed this to them, taught this to them. They seen this somewhere. They heard about this somewhere. It has been exposed to them in some type of fucking way. Okay, these are little subtle signs that abuse and different things is going on. With your child and different things like that or what have you. It's a lot other things or what have you, and I know at the time, because I hadn't even started going through my awakening with a lot of these things happening, but it was so fucking abnormal. I knew something was going on. I was intuitive enough to know that something ain't right, something was going on. I told y'all before when I found the fucking satanic coin right at the door of her floor, and at the time my daughter had something called pica, and that's where you eat things that's unedible or what have you. And then a lot of other things happen too. They diagnose your kids with disabilities right from the fucking school. You understand what I'm saying? By the time they start school, if your kids ain't who the fuck they want them to be, it's like they want them to sit down and shut up and be quiet and be little fucking robots or some shit like that. If your kids ain't who they want them to fucking be, you get some kind of note from the teachers, the nurses, like some goddamn body, and tell you to take that shit to your child's pediatrician, doctor, or some shit like that. And next thing you know, your kid got a whole list of motherfucking disabilities and taking medications and all this other kind of shit just so they can be some type of brainwashed, dumbed down, mind controlled zombie for these motherfuckers in these goddamn schools. You understand what I'm saying? No bullshit. This was done to my daughter. Okay? And she was like perfect. She was like perfectly fine. No issues or nothing until she turned 5 and started going to fucking regular fucking school. But actually abuses and different things I noticed started happening to her even before then. When I went nowhere around, when you don't be around, you leave your kids with certain people you think you can trust. Soon as you gone, all of a sudden that person walking around with a belt, beating on your child with a belt and all this other kind of stuff. I caught a person sneaking out my daughter's room in the wee hours of the morning, in the middle of the night. This person was supposed to be getting dressed for work. It's in the wee hours of the morning. I get up, I hear this person dash from my daughter's room to the bathroom. And I go in my daughter's room, her pajama pants and her clothes, pajama pants and panties pulled down to her fucking ankles. She's laying there butt naked with her private areas out and shit like that or what have you. Like, these are signs that your child is being the fuck abused. This all shit was covered the fuck up, bruh. And these bitches had the audacity to turn around and then target me and game stalk me. I swear to God on my life. If I'm lying, the Lord could take me right the fuck now. I never lie on nobody. Especially when it comes to my child, because I die about mine. They was making plans to even kidnap my fucking child. They used to have these damn vans that come up to the fucking school, and the whole van is tricked out. It looked like an arcade on the inside of the motherfucker. And they would let the kids come from outside the fucking school to go outside and get up in these vans and play these fucking games and shit, and they get little sweets and little treats and shit, and all of a sudden your kids coming home with new gifts and shit like that, clothes and shoes and shit. I'm like, I ain't signed up for shit. Like, why is they giving you shit? You in brand new shit every day you go to school. You understand what I'm saying? Plenty of kids out here in need, ain't got shit or whatever. Like, where is this coming from? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, they was going to kidnap my child and abduct her from the school and take her to a fucking cave, bruh. Okay? I seen this shit in a dream, and the day that I had the dream was the day my daughter had the plum fucking fool. She was adamant about she did not want to go to school. And when I tell you, my daughter's highly intuitive too. She's like, they're gonna take me. They're going to take me to a cave. And then I started hearing, by then I'm going through an awakening, all kinds of shit is happening or what have you. I'm hearing government officials talk, how does she know? How does she know? Because I ended up having to call the school and tell them, hey, she's not going to be there today or what have you. They was wondering, how did the fuck did I know? How did I find out? They had no idea I was intuitive is the way I was. I literally had a whole fucking dream about it. You know what I'm saying? I had a fucked up weird ass feeling, okay? And I knew my daughter was fucking being watched. They cherry picked these kids out collective like they fucking flowers in a garden or some shit, okay? And they pick them straight out the fucking yearbook, okay? Straight out of the whole database. Them pictures they take of your kids. Stop letting your kids take school pictures if your kids go to public schools, okay? Because every child that takes a fucking picture and all them extra pictures, they claim that it goes to the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Them pictures go in a fucking database for the government, okay? And they know all these different kids. They know which of them got disabilities, which of them slow, we know which of them is extremely smart and gifted and talented. They watching them all. And the ones that's the most vulnerable, or the ones that they parents is sell out, them the ones that they get to those kids the quickest, okay? And just so happened the school that she was going to they was going to abduct my child from, this school is right across the street from the children's hospital, okay? This is how you know these places that's supposed to be for children, they supposed to be such child advocates and protectors of children and shit, they are in the fuck on it with government officials, wealthy elites, all of them, school districts, all of them. Y'all, okay? I had problems with the school. When my daughter first going to that school, brand new fucking school, y'all, they plastered her. They have this big flat screen thing. It's in the front of the schools. It's at different parts of the school, flat screen. Even a thing outside of the school, type of screen outside of school. My child's name is plastered up there. Her fucking picture, talking about student of the fucking month. She just started this school. Now, she's a good fucking girl. I get it. But she just started this fucking school. You understand what I'm saying? You got her plastered up here for display. For who exactly? The other thing, I had problem with the school because the back side of the school, along the side of the school and the back side of the school, is a residential neighborhood, okay? Their playground was open. And not only that, this school is right by the freeway. When I tell you you could snatch a kid off their playground and hit the freeway in less than 5 seconds, I'm telling you, you can. Their playground is open and it has no fence to fuck around it, separating their school and playground from the residential neighborhood that it is to fuck around. Okay? I noticed this from day one of her going to this school. You understand what I'm saying? They covered all this shit up, okay? We're going to get back to the reading, but I just wanted to give you all little subtle clues and notions and different things like that could be going on with your kids. A lot of things happening. You think this is just random occurrences or what have you. Even when my daughter was in elementary school or what have you, she was way young. Okay, I knew that somebody was fumbling with her. She would have one breast that would like swell up so fucking bad, look like somebody was just taking the nipple and twisting and turning, bending it to the point where it was swollen. And only one would be like that. It would be like that on one fucking side. And I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck is going on with your chest? You know what I'm saying? When she was real fucking young. Okay? Pay attention. Guard your children, protect your children like your life depend on it. Because I'm telling you, the very people who dress good and look good and smell good and ain't got a strand of hair out of place, they got the degrees, they sophisticated and educated, they in professional positions and some more shit. Those are the ones that you let your guards down with, that you think you can trust, and that's what they want you to think. Them the very ones that's the closest to your children, that they have easy access to your children. And they are the very ones that they are sellouts to. They are in the pockets of the satanic powers that be. And they are working for them wealthy fucking elites. They mind control your children right from the motherfucking school. Mind control them and indoctrinate them. They have them all in there with motherfucking seeing counselors and all this other kind of shit in the fucking school without your fucking permission or approval. Questioning them, asking them all kinds of things, doing all kinds of weird ass shit with them, showing them all type of weird mind control ass fucking images and shit. Swirls and butterflies and different little shapes and patterns and shit. That is mind control bullshit. Okay? And they do it behind the fucking parents' back. And they think we too stupid, we too pussy to know what the fuck is going on, y'all. And if your child, this is happening, a lot of y'all, this is happening to your children, and they're not speaking up and saying anything about it, or they done been scared to fucking death to say anything the fuck about it. Okay? I knew spell work was being done because I told you I found a coin. It was a silver coin, and on one side it had a satanic fucking pentagram, and on the other side it was like some type of words, like either written in Latin or French or something like that, or what have you, with some other little symbols and shit on there. I'm like, where the fuck does this come from? That's why I was telling y'all earlier. And I picked it up in a hurry because my daughter had pica at the time. She would put things in her mouth and try to eat unedible things or what have you. But usually it was like pencils or crayons or, you know, something like that. You know, different little stuff that she would play with or what have you. So I had to be real careful about her getting access to, like, you know, keeping like chemicals and stuff. This is also how I knew that she did not go into my nail polish alone. I didn't even keep my nail polish on a level where her little old toddler self could even reach it. Okay? Your child is being manipulated, and everybody that they come into contact with is involved. Okay? Spirit is saying the enemy has tricked your child even into going along with the plot to kill you, to sacrifice you, collective. You are a targeted individual, and so is your child. Okay? Some of you may even sit at home and you're being gang stalked and harassed by your child. They trigger your child to say certain things, do certain things, to get a reaction out of you, to cause a distraction, to get a reaction out of you. Okay? Even sitting at home, they would have my daughter use the bathroom on herself just to trigger me to either get upset or be like, you done paid on yourself, you done pissed on yourself, or something like that, or what have you. All subliminal, all set up, all bullshit. When your kid, you know your kid normal, like parents know their kid's temperament, okay? You know what makes them tick. You know what gets them upset and different things like that or what have you. Y'all, I have literally watched them like flip my child like a fucking light switch, okay? She has had a complete fucking meltdown, like ready to fight, throwing shit, like you remember that character Tasmanian Devil, like a situation like that, just from me saying, get up now and go get in the tub. Simple. Okay? Put the game down, come on, let's go, and it's time for you to do such and such, such and such. Complete fucking meltdown. I mean, wigging out, talking to herself. I am not crazy. And speaking to the people that is projecting on her, I literally sat back and watched. I have recorded it. For proof that this shit actually is real and goes the fuck on. Spirits say they tried it though, collective. Whatever the fuck they tried, they've been trying for a long time. They even tried to use your own children to destroy you, collective. Manipulative ass narcissists who are emotional abusers, and they've been emotionally abusing your children just as well as these manipulative narcs have been attacking you and trying to emotionally abuse you. Okay? And somebody's mama is a hating ass bitch, And excuse my language, pardon my French, but it's probably your mama, your grandmama, or some other fucking mama that is in the fuck vault in this shit. But somebody's mama is a hating ass bitch. And she is one of the main people that likely tricked your child into going against you, going along with a plot to kill you. Okay? These sellouts, okay? And it really makes me upset sometimes, and I be trying to get my child to understand. Don't be mesmerized by little shit when somebody give you a little sweet little treat or something. Just because somebody give you something don't mean they love you or care about you. I be trying to tell my child this is a vicious, wicked ass fucking world, and you know, they'll fucking gobble you up and completely the fuck destroy you and don't give a damn about it. And I told it before, the very people that's working through you to hurt me, they don't give a damn about you. They ain't never done shit for you. And if push came to shove and something happened to me, they using you to destroy, working through you to destroy me, to get rid of me. But them bitches wouldn't line up to take care of you should something happen to me right now today. And I tell you, best stop letting the devil use you. You best stop letting these witches and these warlocks get in your head and use you. But my daughter has disabilities, so it's only so much she understands or what have you. But that's also what makes it even sadder, that these people will manipulate a young person with disabilities. A person with disabilities, it takes a lot for them to understand and comprehend certain things in the first fucking place. But these sellouts are stepping and fetching for the man, collective spirit is saying, okay? These enemies is even, your enemies is even still watching, and they sending ops your way. So be careful about people popping up in your life, trying to act like they want to be your lovers, trying to act like they want to be your friends. They want to chill, they want to hang out, they want to kick it or what have you. Especially be careful of people trying to get close to you or trying to get with you only to get close to your child. These is motherfuckers who are predators. These are motherfuckers who will get close to you. They will drug you, they will poison you. Or what have you, and be the very ones grooming, molesting, or raping your children and different things like that. There was somebody I was dealing with way back when, years and years ago, y'all. I kid y'all not. I would be up and about and just fine, you know, doing whatever, you know, whatever. Every time this person came around and they touched, when this person would touch my shoulder, like somewhere between my shoulder, my back, my neck area, it felt like I was being poked with, or like pricked with like some type of pin or some shit like that. Every time that person came around, I got so fucking drowsy and goddamn sleepy. I'm talking about, you ever been so tired that you couldn't even keep your eyes open, that your eyes was fucking heavy? Okay? Now imagine you've been around a person and that shit like happened like that, but it's still early enough in the day where your child is even up. Now here it is, you passed out fucking sleep and shit, and this motherfucker maneuver around your goddamn house and shit, and your child is around you and shit. This is the type of shit that these people do. They send these paid ass ops that they done signed to you. These motherfuckers are gang stalkers. They're gaslighters. They're predators. They are demonic. Your enemy is still watching, and they're sending ops your way. That's why Spirit is saying you need to block, bind, rebuke all evil, wicked, negative, toxic people, places, and things. In your presence, in your surroundings, in your home, in your life, wherever. Okay? Your haters want to see you in poverty, collective. Some of them want to see you beneath poverty, okay? Because some people, just because you in poverty doesn't mean you just totally without, okay? Most people in poverty, yeah, they're poor. You know what I'm saying? So they might live in the hood. You know what I'm saying? They might live in a little rundown apartment, a little rinky-dink apartment, rundown looking shack of a house, a duplex or something. They probably ain't got a car. If they do, it's beat up, rundown, old or some shit. They living from paycheck to paycheck, or they on a fixed income, or, you know, that's most people in poverty. And they live in a trailer park or something like that, or what have you. Some of these people wanted you even beneath poverty. Homeless on the street without food to eat. without a job, without money, without love, without support, without anything. Your haters wanted to see you in poverty, collective. They needed to tear you down to make you look like nothing, just to make themselves look better. That's why these evildoers was wishing illness on you, collective. They've been wishing death upon you. They've been wishing illness upon you, collective. And for some of you, it's because they weren't able to get access to your child the way they was wanting to. Especially if you are somebody who is awake and aware now, you woke up. Maybe just in the nick of time to save your child. Because your child almost was one of the next ones to smooth go missing into thin air. And they would have had all the Masons and all the Eastern Stars and the news media and everybody in the community do a GoFundMe and come around and act like they really searching and looking. They all sellouts and know exactly what happened to your child. And why your child was took. And they try to give you a little hush money. Not to make a big deal about it. And they put on a fake search and shit. That's what they do. And the Masons and the Eastern Star come stand alongside of you in the press conference while you talk about how much you miss and love your child. And you don't know what happened to them. And you looking for them. If anybody heard anything or seen anything, then please call 1-800 missing and exploited children or some stupid shit. This is what they do. Spirits say must be the season of the witch. You got witches and warlocks working against you, collective. They could be some of the very ones there's these evildoers wishing illness on you, collective. Some of these witches and warlocks could be these very corrupt people who are in professional positions, Spirit is saying. Okay? Somebody signed a blood contract, collective, and got your name on it. Somebody offered you up as a sacrifice. Somebody belongs to some type of co-covenant secret society, collective. They are in a blood contract. Okay? They signed some type of blood contract and they offered you up as a sacrifice. And this is the reason why these people being hell bent on getting rid of you. This is betrayal. This is ultimate betrayal. You have been stabbed in the back by people. They've been attacking you out of hate. Thus, they have committed a hate crime against you, collective. These are people who are jealous and envious of you, collective. Okay? Your own supposed family are your worst enemies, Spirit is saying, guys. Okay? To clarify, your child is being manipulated and everybody they come into contact with is involved. Perversion. There is perversion. There has perversion and perverse things that have been done to your child, collective. They have been exploited. They have been molested. They have been fondled, groomed, raped, or what have you. Just depends on the situation. But some kind of perversion is how they were able to manipulate your child, collective, okay? And everybody that they come into contact with know that this perversion is going on with your child and they partake in it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. To clarify, the enemy has tricked your child into going along with the plot to kill you. We got mind control. Somebody has put your child under mind control. They have brainwashed your child. They groomed your child. They mind controlled your child, collective, okay? These people could even did some type of rituals and different shit. I remember one time certain individuals, they didn't invite me, collective, and then later I found out that you know, all kinds of fucking people that I knew that was supposed to be my family was the fuck there, but not even I was invited, but they was hell bent on taking my daughter, and these people never took my daughter anywhere. They end up going way out somewhere to a fucking lake, and I know there was water rituals that was done on my daughter, who is a water sign, y'all. When I tell y'all, I ended up going to the hospital one time, and when I came back from the hospital, y'all, them pictures had been wiped off my phone. All kind of shit had been deleted off my phone. I got back home, my shit had been rummaged through, my shit had been stolen. Certain things that my daughter had been drawn and doing certain things out of her room, certain things out of my personal items and belongings have been. My ex was along with it and allowed it to happen. Okay, this was also so nice. She had some other fucking bitch around and you know, fuck this person right around my child, right in front of my damn child, and every fucking thing. And they think I don't know. I just don't speak on every fucking thing I know. Why they stay coming for me. These are the type of things you got to watch, collective. Perversion and mind control went on to manipulate your child, collective, and to trick your child to going along with the plot to sacrifice you, to kill you, collective. Mind control. They think you don't know. To clarify, manipulative narc is an emotional abuser. Somebody's mom is a hating ass witch. We got cult here. Okay, so these manipulative narcissists who are emotional abusers, they belong to some type of satanic, Masonic, demonic ass cult, a devil worshiping cult of some kind. Okay, as well as this person, whoever this mama is a hating ass bitch, belongs to some type of cult. This mother who's a hating ass bitch is also a manipulative narcissist and an emotional abuser collective. Okay? To clarify, somebody's mom is a hating ass bitch with these sellouts stepping and fetching for the man. We got the devil here. They all have sold a soul to the devil, and the price was cheap, Spirit is saying. They are shepherds for the devil. They have been embodied by the devil. Okay, the devil is working through them, using their vessel in an effort to attack your children, in an effort to attack you. That's why Spirit is saying they are stepping and fetching for the man. They sold out to the satanic powers that be. They sold a soul and they ass to the devil. To clarify, the enemy is still watching and sending ops your way. We got justice here, collective. Okay? As well as block, bind, and rebuke all negative, evil, wicked, toxic people, places, and things. We got justice here. These is people in power and authority and leadership. People who work for the justice system of the government. Okay? They the enemies that's watching and sending ops your way, collective. So be very careful. Now we getting into other people besides your toxic ass family that's your worst enemies. We get into other people besides professionals. Well, those will be professionals. People in professional positions, okay? But check it out. Block, bind, and rebuke all negative, evil, wicked, toxic people, places, and things which your haters want to see you in poverty. We got celebrity. Some of y'all got celebrities that's hating on y'all, that's working against y'all, collective. Spirit is saying you need to block, bind, and rebuke these crooked government officials who work for the justice system. You need to block, bind, and rebuke these celebrities that's working against you, that these enemies that's watching you, that's spying on you, that's exploiting you and your children. Okay, and sending ops your way. As well as as well as they are also your haters who want to see you in poverty. Justice and celebrities. These are also people who are part of this, devil worshiping in these cults as well, Spirit is saying. To clarify, evildoers are wishing illness on you with must be the season of the witch. We got family. Your family are the evildoers who's been wishing illness upon you, collective. Okay, they wishing death upon you, collective. Yeah. To clarify, must be the season of the witch with corrupt people in professional positions. See, we got trapped here. These people are trying to trap you, collective. They have been trying to trap you, collective. We also got cover up here. Not only have they been trying to trap you, collective, but there is a cover up. There is a cover up that is going on. Okay? There is a cover up that is going on of the things that they have done to abuse you, to abuse your children, in an effort to try to trap you, collective. To clarify, that blood contract they signed and betrayal, we got revenge here. So whoever this sellout is that's in this blood contract that offered you up, collective, is a sacrifice. Wanting some type of punishment, payback, or revenge on you, collective. But I don't understand that revenge shit. How do you want revenge on somebody that ain't even did shit to you, bruh? Okay? And if that's the case, if that's how you shaking and moving, wouldn't it be equally fair for somebody to then enact some type of revenge on you and take your bitch ass out, knock your whole ass off? But you wasn't like that. But you around here selling out, signing blood contracts and offering other people up as blood sacrifices out of betrayal. So you can ultimately betray them. And what is this betrayal about? What is this? Your supposed family is your worst enemies. Jealousy, Spirit is saying. Jealousy. These people, you have been betrayed, collective, out of jealousy. Okay? Yeah. Spirit is saying that your child is trapped in fear, collective, because of this perversion and these perverse things that was done to them. Because they were threatened, or they were harmed, or they were abused in a particular way. Your child is trapped in fear, Spirit is saying, okay? These people that manipulated your child, everybody that they come into contact with, they could be saying little subtle things, doing certain little facial expressions and different things like that, or what have you, shape-shifting in front of them, or something that has them trapped in fear, collective. They may even be scared to tell you anything. They could have even been threatened that if they tell you anything, that they was going to kill them, or they was going to kill you, or something they said to them, collective, to scare them. Okay? Yeah. Conflict and defeat here. This is like Five of Swords energy. Okay? This is clarifying the mind control. This clarifies the fact that your child was abused. People have been hostile towards your child on purpose. Abusive to your child on purpose. Plotting and planning and scheming on your child on purpose. Causing conflict in an effort to defeat you in some type of way, collective. Yeah. This cult has been causing obstacles and challenges in your life. These manipulative narcs, that's emotional abusers, this mama that's a hating ass bitch, been causing obstacles and challenges, collective. Look, and that bitch could even be under mind control, or could have even facilitated and in some type of mind control on you or your child, Spirit is saying. Yeah. There was another place. This is when I knew. See, I was going through an awakening at the time. So I would allow certain shit just to let shit play out and shit like that or whatever. Like, but it was like at the beginning of stages of my awakening or what have you. So I'm like seeing shit. But I told you a lot of this shit, it happens so subtly. Like you really got to be fully awake, your third eye open and really in the know of certain shit. Okay. So remember when I told you, nobody ever like spent time with my child, done anything with my child for my child, okay? Y'all, like, to give you an example, I threw a birthday party for my child every year for her birthday. And none of my family was ever there. None of them was ever there, y'all. Okay? It would always just be my ex and all of her people and shit like that. That was done on purpose. Me and my child was being neglected and abandoned on purpose, guys. Okay? So when anybody, pop up occasionally wanted to do something for her or whatever, this was random. So remember I told y'all about the lake experience, okay? And it was only after the fact that I knew there was some type of water ritual that they did on my child out there at that lake. Okay, well, this same individual took my child one other place. Okay, it was Disney on Ice. Okay, that was the Disney programming. That was a part of the mind control. That mind control Disney programming. Okay, that was done on my child. There was even one time that me and my daughter had went with this other person. Like my daughter had got some type of accomplishment or achieved something at school or what have you. High grades, a good report card, something like that. And this person wanted to act like they wanted to do something for my child. So we ended up going to the movies. And I never forget the movie that it was. It was the Gnome movie. An animated movie. It may have been called, I don't know what else it was called, but it was the movie that had the little gnomes in it, okay? Where there was one in particular part that was on there. Now, mind you, by this time, I'm wide the fuck awake, okay? So I know when I see these things, what it's for, okay? And I look away because I know what kind of trance it can put people in. Kids and shit, they're unaware of it or what have you, okay? The persons that we was with, y'all, so there was a certain part on the movie where it came up, it was like this black and white imagery, and it was like this spiral thing, and it was going around and around and around. Anything that you see with the same patterns over and over again, and it's either beaming in and out or swirling around, that shit type of shit puts you in a, like, it's like a hypnosis type of thing. It puts you in a trance type of thing, okay? So I immediately looked away, but the person that was with me, they got the fuck up and walked out of the movie theater. This bitch knew. That person looked right over at my child and got up and walked out of the movie theater and stayed outside the movie theater the whole time and played pretend like, oh, I got to not feeling good, so I just came out here. That bitch left us in there, and the bitch thought I was so stupid. I didn't even say nothing about it, thinking I was still under mind control, that I didn't know what it was. I distracted my daughter at the time that it was happening. Oh, here, you want some of this popcorn, blah, 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 so she could turn away and not look at it or what have you. But they put all of this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how clear it could get, bitch. You know what I'm saying? These people got companies that tells you it's an illumination ass fucking productions, bitch, okay? It tells you, okay? The kids is being put under spells and trances, under mind control, and all this other kind of shit with certain shit that they watching, okay? That's why it's good for you to watch shows and different things with your fucking kids so you can see what they see. And if you pay your fucking attention, all of those animated movies either got some type of sexually explicit subliminal shit in there and all kinds of shit. I can, that's a different story for a different day, but I can literally point it all out to you and just go movie for movie and show you clearly in plain sight sexually explicit shit that's either being said, is being done, or that is hidden in plain sight. Like, no bullshit, okay? It might just be you might think you looking at a garden and it's taking a glimpse of it, but if you look closely, the little rose petals is like the head of a penis. The stem on the rose is the actual penis. You look at it closely, you understand what I'm saying? You look at certain things in a certain way, it might be a set of breasts. You understand? I've literally seen this shit. I can point it out to you. Sometimes it's blatantly things that is said and is done. Okay, more often than not, they do something that is like blatantly off. It's like show the booties. You know what I'm saying? Like the Minion characters and different things like that. The industry got a fascination with ass. Okay, so, like, they may have one of the minions in the thongs and turn around and show their butt. SpongeBob does this. Patrick does it all the goddamn time. Okay? Or showing his butt and different things like that or whatever. This is what they do. This is all a part of fucking mind control and programming your children and shit. I'm trying to tell you. Right? You ain't gotta believe me. Okay? Justice here, authority, persons in authority. Okay, you got people who work for the justices of the government in authority, or your enemies and sitting off your way. Okay, these celebrities chained to the fucking devil temptation here. That's the devil card. That's the devil energy, collective. You know them celebrities, so they sold to the fucking devil. They want to drag everybody to hell with them. Okay, that's what they get paid all that money for. Okay. To manipulate certain narratives and push certain propagandas and agendas off onto the world, okay? And they artistry and creativity and the different things that they fucking do, okay? To keep people dumbed down and under mantra and from being aware of what's really happening, what's really going on. Evildoers wishing evil on you. Look, family here, heartache and loss. Your family wants you in heartache and loss, collective. Okay, they want you trapped. And there's a cover up of the things that they have done to try to trap you. Look, deception and envy. This is deceptive individuals. Okay, look, you can see this bitch whole face, even though they wear masks. You can see this person's whole face. This is people that you know, collective, that you have seen, you know their name, you know who they are, who have tried to trap you, collective, who are witches and warlocks, collective, and there is a cover up of these corrupt people in professional positions and the things that they have done to you, to your children, okay? Yeah. That blood contract they signed, betrayal with revenge here. Look, partnerships and alliances. You see that Masonic ass handshake where they shaking hands at the wrist? See that 3 up there, that Master Mason ass number shit? I told you they belong to cult covers and secret societies, man. That's how they end this blood contract here. And they offered your ass up as a sacrifice. Some of them could have even offered you and your child up as a sacrifice. Collective. No bullshit. This is ultimate betrayal. Your supposed family is your worst enemies, collective. Yeah. Out of jealousy, collective. Because of jealousy, they have been causing disruptions, towers, chaos, tragedy, setting up upheavals, problematic situations, disruptions, destructions, deceptions in your life, collective. Yeah. And they behind all this shit. They doing all this shit. Spirit say why? Bottom of the deck, you got egotism. They full of ego, vanity, and pride. They cocky, arrogant, conceited, narcissistic as individuals, collective. Okay? Yeah. Look, bottom of this deck, patience and planning. Okay? They've been patiently planning, collective. Patiently waiting and planning, collective. Spirit, clarify. Clarify your child. Your child is being manipulated. Your child, is being manipulated, and everybody they come into contact with is involved. Your child is being manipulated, and everybody they come into contact with is involved. Yep. 10 of Cups here. This 10 of Cups can be your family, okay? Your mama's side, your daddy's side, their family, from their father's side, or what have you, okay? Or this could just speak to a large amount of people who your child has come into contact with, who has manipulated them, okay? But your family is involved with manipulating them, collective, okay? Spirit, clarify the enemy has tricked your child into going along with the plot to sacrifice or kill you. The enemy has tricked your child into going along. There was some type of party, gathering, get together, a celebration that could have went on, okay? And or something could have went on at a party, gathering, get together, or celebration, collective, and the enemy tricked your child into going along with a plot to sacrifice you or kill you. Yeah. Something about money. Somebody could have bribed your child with a large amount of money. Remember when I told you my daughter used to draw? She used to draw. She all of a sudden started drawing these like extravagant ballroom looking dresses, okay? And those take a whole sheet of paper, and I told you it was writing all those like huge amounts of that, like it would literally come out to like, I don't know, like billions of fucking dollars, millions or billions of dollars or something. But it was like the same number, 3333333 or 6666666, like that, or what have you. And I'm like, who the fuck is telling her she gonna get a lot of money and fancy stuff? And I'm like, you understand what I'm saying? 10 of Pentacles. This is wealth here, okay? Something about a large amount of money, collective, okay? And this is how they have, or why. Either a large amount of money is why your family or these people have tricked your child into going along with the plot to sacrifice you or kill you, or either your child was told about a large amount of money to go along with the plot to sacrifice you or kill you, collective, okay? Because this large amount of money could belong to you, or it could belong to your child, or both of y'all, or something like that. But that's the reason why these people tricked your child into going along with the plot to sacrifice you, collective, okay? Yeah, spirits say they tried it. They tried to place judgment on you. They tried to take action on you. They tried to have their mission on you. They tried to make a judgment call on you, collective. Yeah. Spirit say they tried it. Spirit, clarify the emotional abuser, or excuse me, a manipulative narc is an emotional abuser. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm seeing the Magician with the 8 of Wands here. There's something about this manipulative narc's communication. Swift, fast communication. This is also somebody who's a witch or a warlock, a divination abuser, somebody who uses their willpower and influence to manipulate people, places, and things, or situations, okay? This is a person who uses all the tools that they have available to them in an effort to manifest what they want, collective, but they abuse divination by way of manipulation. Yeah, somebody's mama is a hating ass bitch. Queen of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Feminine energy, collective. Any other messages on somebody's mom is a hating ass bitch? Somebody's mom is a hating ass bitch. I also seen the Queen of Swords. Yeah. To clarify, sell out, stepping and fetching for a man, there's a group of people, collective. There's a group of people who are collaborating together for the purposes of money. They are working against you solely for the purposes of money. You got people who sold out solely for the purposes of money. They're working against you solely for the purposes of money, collective. Okay? Yeah. These sellouts are stepping and fetching for the man, collective. They in these co-cups and secret societies and binding contracts, collective. They're working together for the purpose of money, or they have been paid some type of money to work against you, collective. Okay, the enemy is still watching and sending ops your way. 5 of Wands here. These people are jealous, envious, and intimidated by you. They're in competition with you. They could want some type of retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge on you. There could be some type of misunderstanding, misconceptions, disagreements, arguments, or chaos, or something like that, or what have you. I really kind of feel like this go hand in hand with this Queen of Wands energy, with this somebody's mom is a hating ass bitch. This person is jealous or envious or intimidated by you and wants some type of competition, retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge on you. Okay, yeah. You could have superstars, celebrities, popular persons in the spotlight, collective, that is sending ops your way, collective. Okay, or these could be popular persons in power, authority, or leadership, or work for the government, or something like that, or what have you. The enemy is sending ops your way. Yeah. Spirit, clarify. Your enemy's still watching and sending ops your way. Your enemy's still watching. It's like a group of people that could be watching you, collective, okay? Somebody, I keep seeing I just seen the Lovers, and I just seen the 2 of Cups, collective, okay? These people are trying to send lovers into your life, but these are fake, phony, fraudulent lovers, okay? Catfishers, okay? These are paid ops, okay? Yeah. Lovers, okay? Don't fall for this shit. Don't fall for this shit, okay? Or there's going to be a Tower, okay? Yeah, there could even be a King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, masculine, okay? This person has been doing things in secret, behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind your back. Spirit is saying, okay? Indulging in criminal activity as well, Spirit is saying, okay? Yeah, block, bind, and rebuke all negative people, places, and things, Spirit. They also been spreading gossip and rumors and slander about you, stalking you, harassing you, surveillancing you, Spirit is saying. And secret, Spirit is saying, okay? Yeah, also justice here. So you got both celebrities and the government, people who work for the government, people who are in authority, who are your enemies. They're watching you and they're sending ops your way, catfishers your way, paid ops to act like they like you or be in a relationship with you, collective. They literally had, years upon years ago sent this person into my life, and they literally, I watched in real time they triggered this person to abuse me for no reason at all. Like, no bullshit, okay? I'm also seeing a Queen of Swords here, collective. This Queen of Swords and this Queen of Wands, both of these individuals is hating ass bitches, mothers who's hating ass bitches, Spirit is saying, okay? You could even have, you got water signs that's working against you. Both the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups is out here. They've been working in secret against you, spreading some type of gossip or rumors or slander or backbiting you in some type of way, stalking you, harassing you, watching you, following you, surveillancing you, Spirit is saying. Any other messages on these block, binds, and rebuke all negative people, places, and things, collective? Yeah, somebody's trying to force some type of change on you as well. Any other people, places, or anything else, people that Spirit or collective need to block, find, and rebuke? Okay, I'm also seeing, wow, I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles with the Devil here. Okay, this could be a Capricorn female, Spirit is saying. But if not, it's a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I'm also seeing air sign man, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, an earth sign man, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. You need to block, bind, and rebuke all these people, collective, okay? All these people have been working against you, Spirit is saying, okay? Yeah. All these people have been working against you. Your haters wanted to see you in poverty, collective, okay? I'm seeing the 5 of Swords with the 5 of Cups. They've been doing things to cause conflict in your life on purpose in an effort to defeat you. They've been hostile towards you. They have been abusive to you, collective. They've been plotting, planning, and scheming on you, collective, so that you will be in sadness, loss, disappointment, and regret, sorrow, or misery, or anguish. Evildoers are wishing illness on you, collective, because they want you dead, with the death card being here, collective, okay? Must be the season of the witch. We got the Empress here, okay? This could be someone who's a mother or a mother figure. This is a feminine energy, Spirit is saying. Must be the season of the witch. Also, I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles here, collective, okay? Somebody wanted you juggling and struggling. Somebody wants you in sadness, loss, disappointment, and regret. Somebody wants you juggling and struggling with a lack of finances, money, or resources, stability, or security, Spirit is saying. Okay, I'm also seeing the Lover's card here, collective. Must be the season of the witch. You got an ex-lover who may be a witch or a warlock, collective. They could have been doing witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, or voodoo on you. I'm also seeing the High Priestess in reverse, collective. Okay, this is gonna be a dark witch, okay, a black witch, collective. Or warlock that has been doing some type of spell work on you. Okay, I'm also seeing a Knight of Cups here again. Another person that you need to block, bind, and rebuke, Spirit is saying. Okay, that's been working against you. A lot of face cards want to come out on this energy, collective. Okay, these people have been trying to hurt you, harm you, endanger you, attack your health and well-being, make you ill, make you sick, cause your death, collective. They've also been trying to cause you to be homeless or broke or penniless or what have you. They've done a lot of things to attack you, collective. Okay, yeah, Spirit, clarify corrupt people in professional positions. So we got the Seven of Swords here, okay? These corrupt people in professional positions, these people are liars and cheaters and thieves. They're manipulators and con artists, collective, okay? They could be lying to you, lying about you, lying on you. Spirit is saying these corrupt people in these professional positions. I'm seeing the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Some type of lies and deceptions and ultimate betrayal and sabotage. I'm going to put this down here on betrayal, collective, because I feel like this betrayal is it's about these people. Like I said, they're liars, cheaters, deceivers, manipulators, con artists. They've been sneaking and creeping around trying to get away with something. They could have lied on you, lied about you, lied to you, okay, stole something from you. They could be trying to steal something from you, okay? Spirit is saying it could have something to do with this wealth. It could have something to do with your child, collective. But these are some very cowardly individuals who've been doing things under false pretenses, collective. Sneaking and creeping around trying to get away with something, collective. These are people who also wear masks, not who they appear to be. They're very strategic and they only care about their own selfish ill wills. Spirit is saying, and this is the reason why they ultimately betrayed you, why they stabbed you in your back, collective, why they've been disloyal to you, why they did things to sabotage you and ruin you, collective, why they want there to be a fatal ending or a dead end or failure or breakdown as it relates to you, why they have been so cruel to you, brutal to you, done unusual things to you, committed a hate crime against you, collective, okay? Spirit, clarify these corrupt people in professional positions. Corrupt people in professional positions. So I'm seeing the Nine of Pentacles here. These corrupt people in professional positions, they were paid to play their role. Whatever they was told to say or do, whether to you or your children, collective, they were paid to do so. They were given some type of monies to do so, Spirit is saying, okay? Yeah. Again, another air sign energy, okay? Another fire sign energy as well, okay? All those face cards that's coming out, you need to, those are the very people who have been working against you that you need to block, bind, rebuke, okay? Yeah. Yeah. I'm also seeing the Emperor card here. Okay. I'm going to put that here with the Empress on must be the season of the witch. I feel like you've had both men and women, ex-lovers, and dark priest or priestess working against you, collective. Okay. Yes, something about the you got the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles here, okay? Clarifying corrupt people in professional positions, okay? Because of these people's job, whatever work they do. So like I said, these could have been teachers, doctors, nurses, counselors, therapists, anybody that you and your children came into contact with who were professional, these people who have professional positions, collective, because of their job, occupation, or career, they were paid some type of money, okay, to do certain things to you, to do certain things to your child, collective, okay? They could have even told these people to lie to you about certain things, okay? Or, you know what I'm saying, lie to your child, or do certain things to your child, or you, or something like that, or what have you. But these corrupt people in professional positions, because they sell outs, they took some type of payout to work against you, collective, and they figured you would never know, okay? Also, there's something here. They could have, I feel like these people also broke HIPAA laws as well, collective, okay? So, like, doctors and nurses, they could have been giving your information, telling your business or something like that, to government officials, to wealthy elites, to these celebrities, to people in power, or something like that. These individuals, these corrupt people in professional positions, because of the job they have, they were paid for something, okay? Maybe information, or to do certain things to you, or something like that. Spirit, clarify that blood contract they signed. All of these people are under under some type of contract. I told you, the satanic powers that be got some of everybody that you can think of in their pocket. Even lawyers and judges, okay? Doctors and nurses and teachers, okay? Pastors and all kinds of fucking people, y'all. Counselors and therapists and agents and detectives and police officers. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Spirit, clarify that blood contract they signed. That blood contract they signed. Hierophant here. There is somebody who is in a hierophant position, or who wants to be in a position of power or authority, or a religious leader or something like that, or what have you. Somebody who is ordained. If they're not a religious leader or ordained, this could just be somebody who's either in or wants some type of position of power, authority, rulership, or leadership in some type of way. This person signed some type of blood contract here, okay? Ace of Pentacles here. This person betrayed you for money. Okay, offered you up as a sacrifice for money. Spirit is saying. Spirit, clarify your own supposed family is your worst enemies. Your own supposed family is your worst enemies. Yeah. Five of Pentacles. Your family is your worst enemies, because these people neglected you, rejected you, and left you out in the cold. They left you in turmoil, harsh conditions, financial ruins. They left you in lack and suffering, in need, collective. Okay. The Five of Pentacles is all about somebody being neglected, abandoned, shunned, disowned, rejected. Okay? Alienated. Somebody in need that has been left in suffering without. Okay? Something, this has been going on. These people have also, they've been trying to entrap you, collective. They've been trying to entrap you. Somebody could have even wanted you imprisoned or institutionalized somewhere where you was locked down or locked up or something like that. And they've been trying to entrap you in some type of way. Or either these people have just been trying to keep you in doom and gloom or crisis mode. They've been trying to keep you stuck, trapped, restricted, unable to move or get out of a situation as well, collective. Okay? These people may have also did things to affect your finances, money, and resources, your stability, security, your job, occupation, your career, or your transportations, collective, okay? They're also trying to keep you stuck where you currently reside so that you can't move, so that you can't leave, or something like that, collective, so that they can continue doing what they are doing to you, collective. Okay, this has to do with a large amount of money. The first two cards that came out here was the Ten of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles and Judgment. This is the reason why they made the judgment call that they made, because of this large amount of money. This is the reason why they tricked your child into going along with blood sacrificing you, killing you, collective, so they can get their hands on this wealth. This is the reason why they manipulated your child, and they did perverse things to your child and mind controlled your child, from your own family to even other people that your child may have even been around, collective, okay? So that they can steal this money that rightfully belongs to you, collective, okay? And these people sit back and rejoice in celebration, collective, with the hopes that they can entrap you, imprison you, institutionalize you, or something like that in some way, shape, form, or fashion. They've been hanging around waiting to get some type of word that you was sick, that you was ill, that you was dead, that you know what I'm saying, that something tragic had happened to you or something like that, collective, okay? Yeah, that's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. Yeah. Your child may even know some type of truth about some type of decision to like institutionalize you or cause some type of chaos or tragedy or upheaval in your life, collective. These people are like ready to dance on your grave. They ready to rejoice in celebration at your demise or downfall or something like that, collective, okay? Spirit is saying what I'm telling you is the truth. It's clarity, collective, okay? These people have done a lot to cause you burdens and hardships and problematic situations. Not only did these people neglect you and abandon you and leave you out in the cold, not only did they reject you, disown you, shun you, but they also it left you in lack and suffering. They also caused you burdens, hardships, problematic situations, collective, okay? Heavy earth sign, fire sign energy, collective. They wanted you stressed, overworked, overwhelmed. They did things where you would feel like you had more on you than you could bear. A lot of responsibilities, okay? They did things purposely to burden you, collective. They did things on purpose to try to make you to try to trigger you into having some type of mental breakdown as well, collective. They wanted you in an unstable, imbalanced in some type of way. Yeah. And these egotistical as jerk, collective, okay? They've been patiently waiting and they have been planning, collective. Yeah, spirits say that's the truth. That's clarity. What I'm telling you. These people could have also been trying to abduct your child, steal your child from you, collective, but you're not a bad parent. You're not a neglectful parent, collective. These people also been trying to steal a large amount of money from you and could have also been trying to steal your child from you as well, which could also tie into, but these people don't love your children. This is not a situation. I'm not talking about people who have treated your child with love and care and they have some type of vendetta against you, but they would treat your child right. And hell no, they don't care about your child. They would abuse your child. They would do exact things to your child that they have done to you. They put your child under mind control and they allow perversion to happen to your child on purpose just so they can manipulate them. Where they were allowing perversion to happen to your child, manipulating them. They put them under mind control, then convinced your child to work against you, turn against you. And they threaten them or they bribe them or whatever it is. Collective. This is the reason why your child have some of the problems that they have, collective. Because this is what's done to them. And they thought that you was boo-boo the fool. That you weren't going to never know. That you weren't going to never figure out. But there's been some type of completion. Some type of ending. Okay? And this is the reason why you don't talk to these folks. You don't deal with these folks. You don't mix and mingle with these folks. You don't break bread with these folks. This is the reason why you don't trust nobody. And today, they know to get to your child, they got to go through you. And them motherfuckers going to have to kill you in this bitch cold blood. Before you ever allow them to do any goddamn thing to your child. Because you wide the fuck awake now. They can't rock-a-bye baby your ass back to sleep. They wanted you. No matter how much they attack you. Taunt you, haunt you, harass you. It's been a completion. An ending of a cycle, a phase, a chapter. These bitches know they can't even come back in your life. They have done unforgivable things. And they're going to pay with their lives for what they have done. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. That's your message, collective. I do hope that this is giving you all the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to a situation you may be dealing with. Or pertaining to a situation you may notice someone else is dealing with if you are cross-watching. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so through CASHAPP, which is $, or excuse me. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so through, oh my God, I just totally lost my train of thought thinking about something else, okay? For those of you who want to like to contact me, guys, first of all, you can find the information in the description box below, okay? How to follow me, how to make a modest contribution to the channel and anything like that, okay? Just find the information in the description box below, guys, okay? As always, y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There is wickedness in high places, and there is evil lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings, watch the company you keep, watch surroundings in the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.